Hey guys, what's going on? Jet Scott here, Scott Speed Shop, and today we're gonna weld in SubFrame connectors. Woo! So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the video. Woo! Enjoy! Yay! Ah! Back to work for me. Oh no! Oh no! I'm losing my mind. Well, it appears Jezebel's moved. Now we got a 50% chance of rain coming in about an hour. So can we get these subframe connectors put on in time? Stay tuned to find out. So what do you think about it, Dad?
I think it's a nice day.
Nice day. That's all you got to say?
Yeah.
Oh, we got that some gun moved.
Yeah, we got it around there.
I told Dad, don't worry, we'll just push it. It rolls easy and it steers easy. Did I lie?
It didn't steer very easy.
No, it didn't steer very easy. But it rolls easy.
Somebody would have got the steering sector put in before you start rolling it around.
Oh, it's hard to put the steering sector in when you still got to do the hydraulic clutch brackets. But we're going to get this baby lifted in the air and see how much we can get done today. So, stay tuned. Well, there you guys go. Great underview look of old Jezebel. I kind of feel like I'm having a deja vu moment, like we've done this before. Wait, we have. Yeah, I was just saying this perfect way to work on the rear end. Back tires are all free. All that fun stuff. You want to just alleviate some kind of concerns. I know we're going to get concerns about working underneath the car. What are those straps rated for?
About 8,000 pounds a piece.
And there's 2 of them up there.
Yeah.
And how often do they get checked and certified and
Those
all?
are brand new.
Yeah.
They've never been used.
So, I mean, if we even put any kind of safety stuff underneath the car, how will we ever make it safe?
I suppose you get you a big old block or something.
Well, how in the hell are you going to block up? I think regardless, if this thing comes down, you're going with it, so.
You park my pickup underneath the back end of it.
Yeah, I think we're good. So anybody who's got any concerns, don't worry about it, because by the time you watch this video, it will already be done. And there's nothing you can say it's going to make us change our ways. So I guess let's get the subframe connectors, get them test fitted, see what we got to fix. Okay. Alrighty guys, so we finally got this thing in here decent. So turned out you don't need to trim anything, so we kind of fucked ourselves over there. But we had to beat this flat up here. I'm trying to do as good as I can. We got it up on the inside of this rib, had to massage it inside. So that way we have minimal gappage up there. It's hard to show you, but got the back side up nice and tight. Oh, don't be talking about me like that. I'm indisposed, but got to have a jack there and a jack there to hold it up tight, because otherwise it wants to lay crooked. So car's not as high as it was, so we're gonna get that end tacked, this end tacked, get it in the air, weld it full of the way, hopefully before the rain hits, because it's kind of here. So yeah, laying underneath the car, starting to feel the thunder, a little bit of raindrop, and bam, Mother Nature. Got that backside kind of tacked in, trying to weld this side, it caught on fire, but yeah, I was underneath there like 4 minutes ago.
I like my no gutters now.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm wet. So yeah, so probably next weekend, because it's probably gonna rain all day. What do you think about it, Michael?
I don't like it.
What do you think about it, Dad?
It is what it is.
That's true. I ain't gonna lay underneath there and get soaking wet to weld the subframe connector, so it is what it is. Welcome back, guys. it's a much nicer day out. In fact, look at it, the sun's out. Not a cloud in sight, which only means one thing. Actually, I guess it means two things. One, hot and muggy. Two, lots of work to get done and sweaty fat guys. So we are going to get back to work and getting these subframe connectors in because it's time to get to rolling. But let me show you how they look so far. Oh yeah, actually don't look too bad. So there's our original fuel line. We're going to replace all that with 3/8 fuel line, but yeah, they seem to mold up pretty decent to the old floor. And that's where we thought we needed to trim it, so that's going to be a little interesting to get that filled in. But whole idea is just get this puppy welded in today, get that one actually tack welded in, kind of the same way we did this one, and we'll just keep plucking away at it because it's only going to get done one way. So I'll show you guys more as we get back to work. So just for an update for everybody, the welder was doing some very, very unfavorable, ugly welds as if we were out of gas. Still got plenty of gas in the bottle. And this is how far we've taken our Eastwood welder apart. We've had this thing for several years, never done us wrong, but this is not just for Eastwood. Miller does this, everybody does this. It's stupid plastic shit inside these inner mechanisms. This is for our gas line, and it's broken.
So if we glue that on back on there, and then this has got to go try a tight fit in there like that.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever get to seal up again. Yeah. It's just stupid.
Chances are they cracked it when they put the hose on.
Probably. I mean, it's brass to plastic. I mean, this is a no shock area. That should have never seen shock, but it's just, and it ain't just Eastwood. So people who talk crap on Eastwood ain't just Eastwood. Michael's Miller sitting in the corner back there, it's the same way. That's the reason why we don't use it. It's broken too, so hopefully we can get this fixed and get back to welding. So just give you an update. Oh Dad, how do you feel about it?
You always got to have faith in the power of the glue.
Here's to hoping my JB Weld Super Weld can keep that shit tight. So we had 3 broken chunks glued together, and we actually glued the fitting in there. Just slobbered it full of glue. And I guess we're not going to do anything for the rest of the day because that's got to set up. So here's to another wasted weekend.
I'll be alright.
Alright, so we're back, and dead nice fix worked. The super glue is still not completely cured, but we slathered some silicone around it and all that crap, put it back together, and we are now laying good welds again. Well, better, much better. So we got weld in the front, weld in the back, not completely, but now this side's in there good enough. We can get the other side tack welded in, get the car chalked up so that we hopefully during the week, next week, I can get the rest of this thing welded in, because I want to basically have the entire subframe welded completely to the floor, so that way it's actually tying that to that to that. So what do you think about that, Dad? A lot of that's and that.
Reckon so.
You're not very emotive, Dad. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'll show you guys more as we move on. All right, so what we're getting ready to do is we're gonna need to make a relief cut in this for the park and brake cable, because they don't give you any kind of relief for it and it's just smashing it. And another issues we're having is this big notch here is hitting in the back, and there's a big gap here about yay much. And unfortunately, in order to trim that to make this fit better, you start trimming this and then all these other little notches that are precisely cutting this thing, and we're just not that smart, so we're just gonna make it work. So we're gonna get this thing trimmed out for the e-brake cable and see if we get this one tacked in. So what do you say about that, Dad?
Be good.
Okay. Alrighty, so another update. This thing's all clearanced. That's for our emergency brake cable. Got plenty of clearance there. It's all smoothed out. That's for the front side of it. we're gonna get this thing back in there. What we've been doing, we got a jack on the front and a jack in the back. Get it as close to the body as possible, then start to jack the carb with it so we know that's fitting as tight as possible in the front and the back and in the middle. And then we tack that end and that end on both sides, and now that'll be both sides of the car, passenger and driver, completely tacked in. And then we're gonna get the car jacked up on our wheel chocks that we have, and that way next week, which will all be according to this video, get it all welded in. So I don't know how many times I've said that now, but at least now you know. And I apologize if my hair is an absolute mess, but we're gonna try and get as much done as possible tonight because the sun is going down. So see how much we can get done. And Dad's putting his new car cover on his Charger, so I might have to go help him with that real fast. So stay tuned, guys. Oh, this looks familiar. See here, buddy? Bolted. Look at all that nice new suspension stuff that's all rusty. It matches. All right, I'm gonna focus on getting this thing up on the ground. See you guys in a... Alrighty, so the car's on the chocks, and just to show people, that's all tire flex you're seeing. She ain't going nowhere. Both back tires are chalked, front and rear, so ain't going nowhere. So, well, that one was chalked. But I don't want to hear people bitching and moaning about how unsafe this is, because I'm gonna say it like this: if it's my time to go and Jezebel falls on me and smashes me, yeah, Dad probably couldn't live with himself, but he'd have more money. And if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. It's simple as that. So let's show you these puppies that are tacked in here, and I'll be a son of a gun if the welder was doing pretty good. So we got that bad boy in. Oh, that bad boy's tacked in. This bad boy's tacked in. So it's getting late. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do. Probably just save it for tomorrow. Hope tomorrow is a better day, but they're going in pretty good now. By the way, for anybody curious, these are the US Car Tool subframe connectors. Do I recommend them? Watch Chris Birdsong Junker Up's video and make your own. My personal opinion. A lot cheaper. And with as many modifications you gotta do these things, might as well do it your own. And gotta fix this. This side of the torque box also rotted out, so gonna have to fix that because, well, I should stop doing this. You know, Dad, all this dust and debris I'm picking out of this is really hot because I just welded right here. And I'm still filming. Oh, there's that rock.
I don't have nothing left.
No, oh, wait, that's not rock. That's like Bondo.
It's like ballast.
Yeah, this was keeping the car together.
Putting it on the road. Keeping it from flying away.
Maybe this was the stuff that was keeping the car from going completely into oncoming traffic.
You know, some of them old trucks, old cars had lead-filled frames. Maybe that's what they're doing there.
Dirt?
Yeah, with dirt.
And rust?
Dirt and rust.
Huh. Chrysler was really ahead of the game then.
Well, you know, it's gonna happen anyway.
That's true. Might as well just go ahead and fill your car full of rust and dirt. It's gonna happen anyway. There we go. We'll put that piece right back in there, just like that. There you go. Well, we probably shaved about 2.5 pounds off of Jezebel right there, so that'll be like she may have been running, you know, maybe a 12, 13 second quarter mile, and that just made her 8-second car.
Yeah, well, more than likely.
Yeah, that's how math works. Yeah. All right, so see you guys probably tomorrow. What do you say, Dad?
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Here we go again, another day. This is day 3, I believe, on our roller coaster of adventures of shitty good days. Today's looking pretty majestic, just like yesterday. Jezebel survived last night up on her wheel chuck, so we're gonna get that puppy. We're gonna hopefully get everything welded in. Hopefully not run any big problems. But first thing I'm gonna do, I got my carburetor kit for Bobby's carburetor, so we're gonna throw his carburetor together, get on the 273. And get it dialed in. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get this thing back together. So you need to wait for another day for that. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get Bobby's carburetor slammed together, and then we're gonna get back to work on JEZEBEL. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, time for an update. So I was smart first off. Listen to Dad. I got out my old denim shirt, which is kind of tight nowadays. It don't fit like it used to. So I don't know why I flipped the camera around, but got long sleeves. That's helped a little bit. Blood splatter going everywhere. I got Bobby's carburetor done, and it looks pretty wicked. Except for the vacuum diaphragm sucks. That's why I don't like doing Holly carburetors with vacuum secondaries. But welder's doing pretty good. We got some nasty splatters coming out of it, so forgive me, but these are not going to be the most elegant looking weld you've ever seen. But we got the whole front completely welded in. Yeah, see like that big old booger right there. The whole back end is welded here. That's still hot actually. The whole back end over there is welded. It's welded all the way front and back. And now we're going to turn the welder heat down under recommendation of my buddy Dale Gephardt from Oklahoma. Said to weld this, stitch weld it along the floor. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the heat down, stitch all the way back to there, both sides. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. More than likely, I would love to film some speedy footage of this, but it's going to just be one of those things where it'll get real boring real fast. So I'm just going to work on this crap, and I will show you guys as I go if I run into any problems or if I have a miracle and get this thing done. So see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. It's been a long day. Oh, long day. Finally good to have this hat back on instead of that hood. Yeah, the welder gun is kind of fucked up. That's supposed to be sealed in there, so having to hold that with one leather hand and one leather glove and everything. But let's show you what we got done. I already put the cardboard away because I'm a moron. A smart man would have left his cardboard out so he'd have to lay on the gravel, but well, I already spent so much time on the gravel today, I don't think it's gonna matter if I get back on the ground one more time. So these ain't pretty, but that's welded all the way back there. Then we got a stitch, got a long stitch. I had to patch the floor right there. Got a little bead right there. These are the seat brackets, so these are now tied into this. Got a couple little guys up here. The welder just wasn't happy today. It really didn't like the wind today, so this side we're gonna call it done. I mean, this is really fucking sturdy. That side's got a whole lot of stitches on it. That side almost completely welded, really. But this side had more gaps, and well, trying to bridge this floor pan, which is real thin metal, versus this shit, they don't like bridging. So I figure, well, this is better than nothing, so diddly da diddly dee. So there's that. I'll tell you what, it's kind of cool is you open the door, watch this, car don't sag, and you actually see the burn lines all the way up through the tunnel. Got that one up there. But you just go to shut the door, shuts like a dream. This other side, that driver door actually needs new door pins. This door actually shuts even better. I mean, just listen to this. Of course, there really ain't no seals left in this door, but that's a good door. So that's what we got done today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so depending on which day, but I'll see you then. We're gonna get that baby, we're gonna get that baby finished up. Hopefully finish out this video for you guys. I hope you have been enjoying. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something. If you want to put subframe connectors in your car, only do it if it's absolutely necessary, because it's a pain in the ass. Unless you got a rotisserie where the car can lay sideways, or you got a lift, it just sucks. Definitely wear a thick shirt, because you're gonna get weld splatter all over you, and it sucks. And then you're trying to jam out the tunes and not get burned and get pissed off, and everybody's calling you and texting you, and your music getting interrupted. You're getting pissed off because you're blowing holes through your floor. Ain't no fun. But anyways, it's only gonna get done one way, That's just, you got to get out in the garage and you got to do it, regardless of what's going on. So at least we're still treating us pretty good. Our fix is holding up. Let's just see if we can do a fix maybe to keep this bad boy on here. Might have to go buy a new little menagerie right there. So anyway, stop rambling. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. So I actually forgot what day it is, so let me know. They're done. They're welded in. All good to go. Good to set. I actually don't have the tripod on the camera. I want to be able to show you this stuff kind of close so you can laugh at me. So there's a couple spots where I burned through the floor. Came up here. Welded a lot easier up here. Patched up the little burn holes and whatnot. So, but they're in. Check out this door. Fucking solid, man. I just got some red oxide primer on everything right now. See if we can show you this. We did weld to our seat brackets, and yeah, the welder's still being a butthole, but you know what? I don't care. I'll show you guys, you know, there's some splatter and bubble gumming going on, but you know what? These suckers are rock freaking solid. That paint's already dry. Damn. Pretty hot out today. That side, you probably won't be able to see it. Hang on. There you go. It's all done too. So both subframe connectors, actually I got a little spot right there where I had to put my vice grips on. They're both done completely. Primed, everything, and I got some, actually broke down and bought some real seam sealer. I'm trying not to touch the microphone on the camera. It's weird not having the deal. In fact, you know what, here, give me a second. There you go, that's much better. So we got some real freaking seam sealer from our local O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's Transtar 4167, so if that stuff sucks, let me know. It's gonna be kind of late because I will already used it, but we're gonna seam seal from back all the way to the front, seal it off so that way water can't get in where our stitch welds are, both sides, inner and outer. And then after that, we're gonna come in with some black paint, touch it all up, make it look nice and pretty like it's factory, and we'll be good. So that's how it's going, guys. I will, when I get ready to lay the seam sealer, I'm gonna let that primer really set up for a while, and then I'll let you guys know once I get the seam sealer laid down. So I'll see you then. Well, welcome back, guys. It is the final day, and we have good news finally. The hot weather is gone, but unfortunately we kind of skipped the nice cool weather, you know, the weather you really just enjoy. Because yesterday about 4 o'clock, my buddy Dave showed up to hang out, and literally like a snap, it went from 95 degrees to probably like 70 degrees, and today it's like in the 60s probably. So it's pretty cool. But on the bright side, we're painted, runs and all. I had to paint this very fast this morning because it was pretty raining still this morning. So those puppies are installed, and let me bam. Okay, you can't see them, black's too good, but yeah, these suckers are fully welded in, seam sealed, black paint. So that is done. We're gonna come back and fix this, and then we got that firewall rot we need to fix still. But you know what, subframe connectors are in, and check this crap out. The door only drops because the door pins are bad, but they shut perfectly as if it's a full frame car now. So man, I couldn't be happier to finally have this job done. In fact, since this job is done, check out what I pulled out of its slumber. Yes, we're finally gonna get ready to install this bad girl. And I went ahead and just touched up the wrinkle black on top, redid the sanding here. Nothing crazy. So had the carburetors off, did some fixes to them. And I just noticed that we don't have a pilot bushing in here, so I gotta order one. But yeah, I spent most of the day yesterday waiting on that damn seam sealer to dry. So I pulled this engine out and just did a few things. You know, I painted the freeze plugs with some black paint, keep them from, excuse me, from rusting and rotting out. So it's nice to have this engine out of its storage bay and be able to look at it again. We're figuring out our pulley issue. We got a single groove Chrysler right there, and we got our water pump pulley, but I foresee having to dig out my huge stash of pulleys to figure out pulleys for this thing. But that's what's going on. course, you'll get to see more of that thing in the next episode of Jezebel, along with fixing the firewall rod, or maybe I'll just do that off camera. It's nothing going to be exciting, but I'll give you a little tip on how to fix that. So now we're out here with Jezebel. You see we got that rod right there, but we use the screwdriver right here in these pleats, these ribs. And I was talking to my buddy Dave, how in the hell am I going to fix that crap? Because there's no way I can recreate those ribs. Well, let me show you the answer. The answer lies within these 70 Roadrunner 4-pans my buddy Jesse gave me. I used the tunnel out of this for the dart. Well, if you look real closely, got about the same spacing on those strengthening ribs. So we're basically just going to cut a section of this out, cut out my rotted firewall, patch this in, and it'll be like factory fresh, brand new, strong, good Chrysler steel. So that's what we're going to do as far as fixing that. And of course we got to set up the hydraulic clutch setup, get all the cylinders and crap, you know. It's a blah day. In fact, I didn't even have a shower today because the city of Ottawa, town I live in, they got the water pipes dug up across the street. So yeah, I didn't get to have my good morning ritual of getting cleaned up and prettied up for you guys. So that's what's going on. So just want to give you an update. So that's what you got to look forward to in the future videos. Not me being dirty and unshowered and nasty looking, but you know, hydraulic clutch setup and 4-speed getting mated, that 505-inch stroker. By the way, that video, if you want to see that engine on the dyno making some big power, there's a video of it. Just look through my channel feed and you will hear this thing with its big 640 lift solid cam. Whoa, this thing sounds good. And just for anybody curious, these are Pro Comp heads, the Victor Compies of the Edelbrocks, but there is nothing left of Pro Comp or Speedmaster in these heads. It's just a bare casting. So they've been all remachined, all new parts in them, all USA made parts. So they did really good on the dyno run. So that's what you guys got to look forward to. And I really hope you have enjoyed this video getting the subframe connectors in. I do apologize that there was no speedy footage, but there had been a lot of cussing, a lot of thrown stuff. The camera may not have survived. But I hope you enjoyed as always, guys. And I do hope to see you in the next video. So take care and bye-bye.